So I read a lot of fan fictions where the Avatar: Last Airbender gang get older, and then there's a new threat, and they all have to get together and save the world. But this one was slightly different. This is called The Slow Path by Tasmanian Devil, and I really like this one, which is probably why I'm reviewing it. So it's kind of obvious. I need to stop babbling, but in this one, like many other fan fictions, Aang disappears after the war for a few years or so, and he comes back with new powers and new wisdom and stuff, and then there's this new threat, and people are being targeted, and the peace that they've been trying to build is threatened, and so they have to go out and win. Basic sort of plotline. Why I like this one is I liked what happens with the people involved. Pairings aren't necessarily kept. People, like the gang is still very much the same, however, they've changed differently. Their attitudes are a little bit different than other ones that I've read. Prime example is Sokka and his girlfriend, the Kyoshi warrior. Their situation is very much unique, and I want to say much more, even though their relationship has a lot of dark angst involved with it, and not like Bella and Edward angst, like I mean like real emotional trauma and trials involved. It's still very light and involving a lot of effort and compromise, and it was great to see that remained. I liked what happens with the Fire Nation. The Fire Nation is often so handled in ways that it could work, but whatever. And as much as I can appreciate Mai as a character, it was nice to see that she wasn't necessarily stuck as Fire Lady. That made me very happy inside. And I really like the drama with Toph, because she's one of my favorite characters, and it was nice to see her in a grown-up role with responsibilities and heartbreak. Something I don't know what what the Taz Devil has done is he's written flashbacks involved in it. So you get hints to what's happened before the timeline of the story. So you get background information you didn't have before that makes the chapter have a lot of practicality to it. So something has happened to Toph, and she's very, very hurt by it, and it'll be really nice to see it recovered. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this new organized threat be dealt with, how they're going to handle it, because it's very much kind of like an ethnicity or cultural battle that's happening, and how do you take an offensive measure against it without seeing like you're being discriminatory. That's a really interesting way of looking at warfare almost, and I'm very, very appreciative of that kind of concept. So I am looking forward to a new update, and I think you'll really, really enjoy this. So you need to go read it and leave a review.